request the gathering to stand to welcome our distinguished guests.
I, Birange, welcome you all to the 5th Annual Founders Day here at Oakridge, Bengaluru. Rang Birange, Yun Soare, Anter Kultura. It is wonderful to have such delightful guests to grace this annual occasion. Founders Day is one of the events that we all really look forward to, an event of great importance, an event that leaves us with lasting memories for each one of us every year. I take pleasure in introducing your host team for the evening. I am Birange of MYP4.
And I am Kabir of MYP3.
We also have Harina of MYP4, Tanvi of MYP3, Yatarth, Pranav and Siddharth of 9 CBSE, Anvita of 7 CBSE, Nora and Ashwini of PYP5, and Kedar and Naren of PYP4. May I ask the parents to please take a seat as the formal event is about to begin.
On this day of celebration, I, Kabir, on behalf of the principal, the headmistress, the faculty, and the students of Oakridge International School, Bengaluru, take immense pleasure in welcoming our chief guest, Ms. Annie Matthew, members of the Board of Governors, and all parents. Parents, for the safety and security of the students, we request you collect your award from the respective green room only after the event is over. Please remember to sign out with the respective teachers in the green rooms. Details will be made available at the end of the show.
The time has come to showcase the talent and skills of the students of Oakridge. It is a time to celebrate, a time to remember, a time to relive memories, and a time to get together. Please note, a live stream of the event is also available on our website. Now, we will have our traditional auspicious lamp lighting ceremony as a tribute to Mother Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge. Mother, we pray for your blessings with humility. Give us wisdom to make this world a better place. May all human beings live in harmony with nature and other forms of life. May the truth prevail. May the darkness of ignorance be swept away by the dawn of self-realization.
I request our principal, Mr. Anandam Das, and our headmistress, Ms. Bonnie Rao, to accompany our distinguished guests for the traditional lighting of the lamp.
ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः बोधि
Thank you, sir and ma'am. Thank you, students, for that wonderful and graceful performance.
Oakridge is a center of excellence which commits to send out compassionate, responsible, and innovative students who believe in the progress and development of India and the global community. Oakridge works towards the development of spirit, mind, and body of its students.
The journey of a student at Oakridge is all about working together to make dreams come true. To share the experience of being a student at Oakridge and to welcome our guest this evening, may I please call upon our school captain, Surid, to share his experiences.
Good evening, respected dignitaries, teachers, and all my fellow students. It's my honor to address you all on the momentous occasion of Founders Day, which marks 15 glorious years of the Oakridge brand, something we all are proud of and we stand by. I fondly remember in my first year at Newton Campus, Hyderabad, in pre-primary 1, I came across the Oakridge motto, learning the treasure within. It remained etched in my heart, though I didn't completely grasp the depth of this little phrase. Today, as a school captain of the Oakridge Bengaluru campus, I realize that learning the treasure within defines the true purpose of education. For education is not preparation for life, it is life itself. Being an Oakridger, there was always one aspect of my personality I definitely wanted to improve. It was leadership. While I was always an extrovert and spontaneous child, being a leader was something I saved myself from. Leadership requires the ability to make quick decisions and the integrity to stand your guard. It looked like something I wasn't capable of doing. How would I retain my friends if I overpowered them and urged them to be more disciplined? How will I remain popular amongst my juniors if I constantly told them what not to do? I knew the struggles. I could be manipulated, scrutinized, and mocked by my peers. Overcoming these initial hesitations was the most difficult part of undertaking the journey of leadership. Yet, what inspired me was the 2011 Cricket World Cup final. MS Dhoni not only won us that game, but he made the whole country proud by fulfilling his role as the captain of the Indian cricket team. Now, that was one glorious example of leadership. It was so much more than just telling people what to do. It was to be the shining beacon of exemplary behavior. It is a huge responsibility, but I was up for it. This year, I finally got a chance to lead the student body. I faced the fears I had, but I found the will to overcome it because my role as a leader calls for a larger vision. As the representatives of the student body, the prefect board has focused on multiple areas: discipline, behavior, cleanliness, and food wastage, to name a few. As a school captain, I made sure we implemented these to the maximum capacity. The biggest challenge I have encountered so far is people questioning every disciplinary action the student council takes. For example, when we began to enforce the uniform policy last week, countless students, including the members of the student council, questioned the rule to wear ID cards. This annoyed me at first, but I realized I question rules too. It's healthy to question rules. I don't know the meaning of most regulations and restrictions. It is, as I say, he who never asks questions remains a fool forever. The culture of Oakridge is to encourage questions and give reasonable explanations. I remember quoting Spider-Man's uncle in my investiture ceremony speech. With great power comes great responsibility. My role as a school captain is not just limited to being at the helm of the student body, but to be responsible for my actions as well as the school's. I'm lucky to receive all the support for this endeavor from my parents, friends, teachers, and the principal. I think the best part about being an Oakridger is students can be who they are, as then only they can learn the treasure within. I would like to thank our principal for giving me this opportunity to speak. And last but not the least, I'll quote Eleanor Roosevelt. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And that's what Oakridge has given me, a belief in the beauty of my dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Suraj, for a truly inspiring speech. May I now request our principal, Mr. Anandam Das, to come onto stage and present his annual report, along with some students who would like to pitch in with their points.
A very good evening. Welcome to our 5th Founders Day celebrations, Rang Birange, Soirée Interculturelle, and Intercultural Evening. It is my honor to introduce our distinguished guests to you all. Our honorable chief guest for this evening, Miss Annie Matthew, leads evangelism at Microsoft India. As part of her current role, she grows a vibrant ecosystem of students, startups, and developers to enable innovative solutions on Microsoft platform. Ms. Annie is also a member of the board for SVCO in Kochi and on the Executive Council for Innovation Society of Andhra Pradesh. Ms. Annie has a rich and varied experience in industries like wireless, IT, and manufacturing with leading companies such as BlackBerry, Tech Mahindra, TCS, and Fenner India. She is an active member of various industry forums. KYM1 2013 ranked her in the list of top 10 women in smartphone and technology, and recently she was honored in Kerala for her work with startups. Ms. Annie holds a postgraduate program in management from Indian School of Business and a BTech in electrical engineering from University of Kerala, Hyderabad. She enjoys reading arts and is passionate about technology in its role of improving lives. I thank you for agreeing to grace this occasion with your presence, Ms. Annie, and that we are all very keen to hear from you a little later on. It also gives me a great pleasure to introduce the distinguished members of the Board of Governors of People Combined and welcome them all back to our campus. Mr. Shomi Das, Chairman, People Combined Educational Initiatives. Mr. Shomi Das, the man who gave shape to our founders' dreams of Oakridge, has nurtured the school to what it really is today. He brings with him an illustrious experience in the field of education. Mr. Das has been instrumental in setting up many schools across the country and abroad. During his remarkable career, he worked as head of physics department, Gordonstown School, Scotland, Principal, Mayo College, Ajmer, Headmaster Lawrence School, Sanawar, and also as Headmaster of the Doon School. For his vision of education, Mr. Das is considered the man who saw tomorrow. Two childhood friends, Mr. Nagaprasad Tumalla and Mr. Rajashekar Babu Yaralagadda, were big dreamers from a very young age. They shared a number of these dreams through their education together. The relationship for over 40 years has given them the title of being the inseparables, from schooling together to completing their PGPMX from ISB that had courses at Wharton and Kellogg. The learning pursuit is never ending. The urge to create something futuristic is undaunted. Though lifetime friends, both are very diverse personalities and bring different strengths to the board of directors. That is what makes this duo unique. For over 24 years, the innovation they brought to the education sector has seen few parallels. We are fortunate to have Mr. Nagaprasad, Chairman, and Mr. Rajashekar, Managing Director of the People Combined Group, amidst us this evening. Mr. Prasanna Mandava, Joint Managing Director, People Combined Educational Initiatives, one of the members of the founding team of the People Combined Group. Mr. Prasanna is a key person behind its success. Mr. Prasanna heads the education division with great enthusiasm and energy. A postgraduate in business management from IIM Bengaluru, Mr. Prasanna is very keen to learn new things and adapting them to our education system. Mr. Prasad Dasari, Deputy Managing Director, People Combined Avenues, has been associated with the People Combined group right from its inception. He is a master connector, and his human and engineering skills are a great asset to the group. He is the backbone of all the infrastructure creations for Oakridge campuses across India. For his quick turnarounds, he is called the Magic Man. I would also like to welcome all the directors of People Combined, School Director, Mr. Nirav Rawal, Headmistress, Ms. Bonnie Rao, coordinators of the various curriculum and segments, members of faculty, Oakridgers, all proud parents, grandparents, and relatives of students of the school, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As the principal of the school, it is my honor to place before you all the annual report of the school, which is a brief glance of the achievements of the school community over the past year. We all have our most memorable moments, and I have selected a few that really stand out. First, to begin with academics, it gives me a great pleasure to announce that we are now an authorized IB Continuum school. This is a journey that began with the foundation of the school, and I congratulate the coordinators of PYP, MYP, DP, all the teachers, students, and parents of all the segments for this wonderful achievement. Our academic year began with great success in our checkpoint exams conducted for the IGCSE students of grade 10. These are externally graded examinations by the markers of the Cambridge International Exams. Students who have achieved A-star have received an overall aggregate above 90% in all the subjects. Ken Kaushal, Biology, Chemistry, Physics, English, History. Nikita Elizabeth Sacharia, Chemistry, Physics, Spanish, and English. Rajarshi Roy, Chemistry and Physics. Parisit Ramesh Babu, Biology, Chemistry, Physics. A big round of applause for these students. Thank you. In the recently concluded CBSE segment, out of possible total of 10 points, the following students were awarded the highest points, matching the highest standards in the world. Mahati Ramachandra, GCPA 10, Arpita Chaudhary, GCPA 9.2, Vishal Fani P, GCPA 9, Anish Reddy P, GCPA 8.8, D. Madhupriya, GCPA 8.2, Varshini R, GCPA 8.2. A big round of applause for them. Teacher-student induction is where we ensure that regular professional training is being provided to all the teachers joining us. The teacher induction program is a 21-day vigorous training covering various aspects of the profession like classroom management, student management, curriculum training, documentation, inclusive learning, etc. Sessions were conducted on careers awareness and study skills by Mr. Thomas, Education, Life and Careers in Canada by Mr. Mel Brotman, Director of Canadian University Application Center. Mr. Brotman addressing students on various aspects of higher education in Canada, such as subject streams in grade 11 and 12, study in Canada, universities in Canada, requirements or eligibility criteria for universities in Canada. Lisa Jain, country representative of the College Board in India, addressing grade 9, 10, and 11 students on PSAT, SAT, AP, and Big Future. US University visit Oakridge, Bengaluru campus. Oakridge has set a platform for students and parents to directly interact with the university representatives from various US universities. We have successfully conducted 4 School Connect programs this year with schools in and out of the country. Our first collaborative session that had taken place for a grade 4 kids with students in Shaplakhali Adarsha Secondary School, Bangladesh. It was a fruitful session for the learners and they shared interesting ideas. The students in Bangladesh demonstrated an air conditioner model that works without electricity. Learners from Oakridge explained the working of different human body systems through the models that they had made. We have successfully conducted our second online collaboration with Gateway International School, Kilambakam, Chennai. The collaborative session happened between grade 3C kids from our school and kids from grades 2, 4, and 5 from the partner school. They presented their learning and discussed the following topics. Kids from Oakridge talked about how messages are used to manipulate target audience, the different forms of communication of messages, text, graphics, technology, logo, sound. Kids from Gateway School talked about evolution of civilizations, excavation process followed to unearth artifacts. We have successfully conducted our third online collaboration with Lancers International School, Gurgaon, Haryana. The collaborative session happened between grade 3C kids from our school and kids from grade 3 from the partner school. They presented their learning and discussed the following topics. Kids from Oakridge talked about the transdisciplinary theme, where we are in place and time, and central idea, the Earth's physical geography has an impact on human interactions and settlements. Kids from Lancers School talked about the transdisciplinary theme, how we express ourselves, the different signs and symbols around us, the hidden meaning and the information conveyed by various signs and symbols. We have successfully conducted our fourth online collaboration with the International School of Vietnam. The collaborative session happened between grade 1B kids from our school and kids from grades 1 from the partner school. They presented their learning and discussed the following topics. Kids from Oakridge talked about the way Diwali is celebrated in our country, the culture we follow, food, we eat, clothes we wear, and the festivals we celebrate. Kids from International School of Vietnam talked about the national symbols of Vietnam, culture, and dance forms, festivals, celebrated sports, activities. Deer Week, during the Deer Week that was celebrated from 13th June to 17th June, children read their interested books for 30 minutes daily for a week under the supervision of their respective homeroom teachers. Children designed bookmarks and posters referring to the importance of reading. Book Fair Kids two-day international publication organized 3 days book fair from 25th to 27th August 2016 and introduced wide variety of books, that is biographies, autobiographies, fictions, reference books to the children, parents, and teachers. The total amount collected was rupees 1,69,340 and the school library received incentive books worth rupees 33,863. Denim Day, students got the opportunity to wear their denim clothes on the event day by donating books. Children donated nearly 400 books to the Spurti Orphan School Library, and all the books are kept in a separate rack for the access of Spurti children. Science Month. To improve the scientific knowledge, thinking skills of the pupil, we organized few science activities during the month of 5th September. Riddles and questions on science and technology, identifying the scientists based on clues provided on comprehension, listening to audio clips on different science topics, and writing a reflection, Science Experiments Day. Poem in my pocket. Students carried their favorite poem in the pocket and shared it with their peers. A template was given for each grade to come up with their own poem, and children also learned about the different types of poems. One Nation Reading Together, an annual event where children in schools across the country spend 30 minutes on the designated day reading for fun and participating in other activities that celebrate reading as a pleasurable and enriching experience. For every school that participates in the event, Scholastic India will donate 100 books to the library of a needy school. Compassion is about empathy, gratitude, and courage. It is the combination of these three that would at least potentially cultivate true compassion. Our founder, Mr. Shomidas's pet project of the 10 C's, curiosity, creativity, critical thinking, communication, courtesy, collaboration, candid, choice, coexistence, he believes compassion is the most significant attribute. This is the first project in the Oakridge, Bengaluru campus under Social Emotional Learning, SEL. This has been designed to cultivate competencies for compassion in our students. We have already begun this project with third grade learners, a fantastic age group to begin with at this age, since their social, emotional, as well as physical growth enables them to make very good use of the additional input that they will experience. In November, we have taken our learning forward and introduced it to the fourth graders as well. Typically, the fourth graders are adventurous, collaborative, like to learn and share, and are able to tell as well as relate to stories and art, enhancing their capacity for creative and original thought. They are also developing a strong sense of what's appropriate. These conditions or prerequisites make it an ideal age for us to deepen compassion in a systematic manner. 68 students from grade 5 to 8 qualified for the second round of Asset Talent Search, as you can see on the screen. A big round of applause for these students. Thank you very much. As a part of Service and Creativity School Enterprise Challenge, students have designed their own business plan and implemented it to raise funds for charity. IBDP students have also worked on raising funds for the Blind Association. For action, students had recently been to an adventurous trip to Coorg. They participated in trekking, obstacle courses, and zip lining. Students have even participated in various MUNs to improve their skills by debating on world issues. The early years are crucial for children's holistic development, and at Oakridge, we strive to provide opportunities to build self-confidence, learn social skills, and develop learning dispositions. We believe in strong parent-teacher partnership to create an excellent learning environment for our children. Exceptional achievements by grade 4 learners in ESSET exam: Dhiran Sai, Supraneni, Daksh Tailia, Kedar Omkar, Krishnan, Ravlesh Panikar, Tanva Sina. Shriya Pai from grade 4 won 3rd place in Global Art Competition. Mayuritadya from grade 4 won 1st prize in KGA Bangalore TSG Golf Tournament. Chinmay Raman from grade 4 won the Inter-School Under 10 Tennis Tournament for OISB. A big round of applause for these children. Thank you. Samudrika Gopinath from grade 4 won bronze medal, trophy and certificate for her commendable performances in Indian Art and Culture Society and Rajasthan Vikas Mandal 3rd All India Dance Competition and Bal Kala Utsav. Niharika Gopinath from MYP3 listed 2nd at Jaipur by Indians Art and Culture Society and Rajasthan Vikas Mandal, and 3rd prize at Delhi by Bala Kala Utsav by Sunaina Society 2016. Satak Grover from grade 4 secured the runner-up position in Under 12 Badminton Championship. Sandeep Madhyapati from grade 4 has been participating in the international junior golf tournaments all over the world. Bangalore football team, Rashid from grade 3, member of YCFA, Young Children's Football Academy, won a gold medal. Rohin Vaig from grade 3 bagged 1st place in 25 meters inter-school swimming competition held at Vibjor High with 22.9 sec timings. A big round of applause for these children. Kids World Fund conducted the biannual International Short Stories Contest for this year, 2016. Our Bengaluru Oakridges participated in this competition. Krishiv Sharma 4B received the certificate for Outstanding Story Entry, and Daksh Tailia received a participation certificate. A big round of applause for them. Our students participated in the CBSE Oak Science exhibition, and the models of the following students have been selected for national level competition. Aditya RM and Vaishnath Tandra, 8th CBSE, renewable electricity generation. Siddharth Rusben Felix and Pranit Kakumoni, 7th CBSE, for smartphones. A big round of applause. Gun Jam Titans MYP students win 1st prize at NASCOM Game Jam from Karnataka region. They won the Game Jam Titans in the city levels and flew all the way to Hyderabad to take part in NASCOM Game Developers Conference. They had a great fun learning experience. Anvit Anand has passed the Trinity College London Rock and Pop Drums exams grade 5 with distinction. He has also appeared for his ABRSM Classical Piano Grade 4 exam last month. He has even captained the Under-10 cricket team representing J. Arun Kumar Cricket Academy in a private league series and successfully took his team to the semi-finals. A big round of applause. Aditya Lingam from grade 5 successfully finished his first year ever 10K run this year in spirit of Wipro. Vedant Sivaram from grade 5 achieved distinction in piano assessment with the Majoli Music School. He had played his first solo piece at the Majoli Music Fest at Alliance Francaise, Bangalore. He has even received gold medal in the recently held tennis tournament. Asset educational initiatives enabled Srija Mardana of MYP4 to spend the summer at Center for Talent Development. Northwestern University in Creative Writing Honors to gain experience from outstanding ANU Spectrum program. She was accepted to do math, sciences, or English programs at CTD. Shrija chose English, Creative Writing Honors for 3 weeks in Northwestern University in July 2016. A big round of applause for these children. Thank you. The Student Support Unit at Oakridge International School aims at helping students with stress-free schooling environment and enabling them to maximize learning. The SSU intervention supports students to feel emotionally secured, promote healthy peer group interactions, and to develop the ability to fully achieve and be self-reliant. At Oakridge International School, the threefold structure for the student support unit caters to providing learning support, individual counseling, and conducting awareness and life skills sessions. Awareness sessions are important for skill building and emotional development in students. Grade and age-appropriate awareness and sensitization sessions are conducted on a periodic basis on relevant topics. These sessions are customized to address critical issues relating to students and equip them with life skills to handle situations and enable them to make decisions that benefit self and others. Learning strategies are used to help students with specific learning difficulties and vary from student to student. Strategies that are used not only aim at working with learning gaps, but also enable the students to function independently on given tasks. The SSU team adopt motivational and counseling techniques in order to increase a student's sense of achievement, self-esteem, and ensure they take responsibility for their behavior and learning process. Over 100 experiential learning sessions have been conducted so far, thanks to all the parents and teachers for providing the support to the students in the form of guest lectures and field trips. A big round of applause for our supporting parents. Thank you. Guest lecturers are an important part of the educational experience for learners. They expose students to real-world life experiences from their personal points of view. Parent involvement is extremely important in a child's development. We are grateful to have the support from our parents as guides and valuable resource person. One important benefit that we get from having a guest speaker is the enhancement of the learner's experience. This even highlights the parents' partnership with the school. Another added benefit is the link that students get to make between what they learn in the class and what they learn from the guest speakers and field trips. At Oakridge, we organized academic exhibition to help our learners present their learning in an experiential manner. Students get a platform to showcase when they have learned and what they're good at as well. The important objectives are apply what they learn. During the exhibition, learners get a chance to implement and apply the practical aspect of the learning that they have learned in classroom and present it in a unique way. These opportunities help learners to make the best use of their creativity. The academic exhibition is a great platform for learners to showcase what all they have learned. Get confidence. The presentation to the audience helps learners in boosting their skills in speaking and thus their confidence. More than anything, the academic exhibition gives the school team and students an opportunity to spread awareness about teaching, learning literacy, numeracy, and arts. Well, I now call upon the young leaders of Oakridge who will now present the annual report from their perspective. Thank you.
Good evening again. An important part of being a school captain and a role model is following the three most important values of a school: learning, respect, and responsibility. 5th of August marked the embarkment of the Secondary Student Council. The Student Council was formed after a series of democratic procedures. All the students from grades 9 to 11 wrote the prefectorial board test. A team of teachers and the headmasters of the different houses sat through the process of selection in this step. Shortlisted students were then called for the first round of interview conducted by the different segment coordinators and the housemasters. The students shortlisted through this then went through a second round of interview with the principal. Upon the formation of the Student Council, our collective agenda was to work towards strengthening the overall discipline of the school. With respect to the same, we began everyday uniform checks and taking charge of discipline at school events. Classroom cleanliness was one of the very first measures we enforced as Student Council. To control the food wastage, we started monitoring the lunch hall, calculating the food being wasted, and taking other measures to curb it. We have also begun planning the setup of a very first school band. As the Student Council, we are striving to execute the roles and responsibilities endowed upon us.
I am Agni Gorti and I am going to talk about the PYP investiture. Leadership for us begins with leading self and then leading groups. In our final year of PYP, we held elections to elect representatives for positions of responsibility in Oakridge. This year, the timing was perfect because we in grade 5 were learning the TD team how to organize ourselves, as in government systems. July 5th was the election day. Students of grade 3, 4, and 5 exercised their voting rights. The votes were cast in ballot boxes similar to the act of election. Every voter got a mark on his or her nail for evidence. At the grand conclusion, we had an investiture ceremony on the 18th of July. Our headmistress gave us our badges and administered the oath for prefects. Leadership at Oakridge is twofold. First, elections. As in a democracy, students voted there for candidates, similar to Lok Sabha elections. The winners were Green Ambassador Siddharth Ramnarayan, Cultural Secretary Riyal Alvani, Sports Secretary Divya Vijayakrishnan, Literary Secretary Nora Zakaria, Community and Service Secretary Ria Goyal. Second, we had jury selections, similar to Rajya Sabha, where representatives for House captains were appointed. They were Agne Gorti of Mother Teresa, C.V. Raman of Siddharth Satish, Amartya Sen of Vedant Shivaram, Rabindranath Tagore, M.S. Monisha. Every Thursday at lunchtime, the prefects have a meeting with our housemasters to discuss issues, events, and drives related to PYP. We have different roles, but during the assembly, we work together to make everyone assemble as quickly and neatly as possible. Now, as a prefect, I feel I've realized the treasure within to make a positive difference to the PYP. Thank you.
Good evening all. I, Nora, will be explaining my journey through the PYP exhibition. In the final year of PYP, in grade 5, we students carry out an extended, in-depth collaborative project known as the PYP exhibition. This involves students working collaboratively to conduct an in-depth inquiry into real-life issues or problems. The TD theme chosen for our exhibition was Where We Are in Place and Time, and the focus descriptor was Exploration. The exhibition gives us a chance to reflect upon our PYP journey through the years. It is a platform for us students to share our learning with the whole school community, and also to exhibit the attributes of the learner profiles that we have developed throughout our journey with the PYP. The exhibition is also a form of a summative assessment and a way to crown students before they move from PYP into the middle years of schooling. It empowers us and gives us a chance to be responsible for self and collaborative learning. During the exhibition journey, each student demonstrated their learning with the 5 essential elements of the IB program: knowledge, concepts, skills, attitudes, and action. It is a transdisciplinary inquiry conducted in the spirit of personal and shared responsibility. During the exhibition, we had opportunities to work and share our experiences with other teachers, parents, and members of the school community. During our journey of the PYP exhibition, we demonstrated all the attributes of the IB learner profiles. We are inquirers and thinkers who are knowledgeable and reflective, communicators who are open-minded and caring, and risk-takers who are balanced and principled. My experience in PYP has taught me to be independent. It has taught me to work together and individually. I have experienced and learned a lot through this exhibition. Thank you.
Greetings to all. Today I, Divya, the sports secretary, will be talking about the sports here at Oakridge. As sportsmen of the future generation, we, the students and teachers here at Oakridge, believe that sports are at par with academics. We also believe strongly that sports and academics interdepend on each other to help us bloom into global citizens of tomorrow. At Oakridge, we have the infrastructure facilities of swimming pool, rock climbing wall, cricket pitch, soccer field, tennis court, and many more. These are a few reasons why Sports Day at Oakridge is celebrated with tremendous joy and pride in our young players. Sports Day is marked as an annual event on the school calendar when all the boys and girls come out of their classrooms and celebrate the freedom of fun and games. This joyous annual event is conducted on the 4th and 5th of November. On the 4th of November, the young learners of EYP run freely on the field playing their fun little games. And on the 5th, PYP's children express their sportsmanship and spirit through races and drills. But the activities of both EYP and PYP come under 3 categories, which are competitive, collaborative, and camaraderie, which is basically representing your solidarity. To enhance competition, we have athletics. For example, the 100-meter race and chicken walk race in PYP, and the dash and obstacle race from EYP. To further collaboration, we have group sports like relay. And finally, we have events to build camaraderie like march past, yoga presentation, hula hoop warm-up, torch bearing and oath taking ceremony, walk past, dance presentations, Olympic drill, and so on. After every race, the winners are awarded with medals and trophies by the chief guest for their performance in the program. This tremendous event is concluded with the national anthem, and all the participants head home after a tiring but memorable event to treasure forever. Last but not least, we have participated and won laurels at sports events held outside the campus for cricket, tennis, swimming, and soccer tournaments. Thank you.
Good evening, one and all. My name is Rehan and I am from grade 3B. We Oakridgers see ICT as a tool and not as a subject in our learning. Here, we integrate our learnings gained in UI, maths, English using various interactive ICT tools related to those concepts and reflecting on the same. This integration has helped us in building up our knowledge, comprehension, practical skill, and presentation skill in all subject areas. For us, ICT is a medium to translate our knowledge which provides interactive learning experiences and promotes our creativity. Most importantly, ICT plays a major role in allowing independence in our learning and developing collaborative team working skills. We are proud to share some of the wow and memorable moments in our journey with ICT. Let me start with grade 1. As you can see, grade 1 enjoyed reflecting on the stories unit by creating comic strips and wonderful books keeping in 5 elements of the story. Moving on to grade 2, they presented their learning on facts about plants using the word tool. Here comes grade 3. Well, we had an amazing experience in ICT during the unit on advertisements. We were thrilled to integrate our learning into videos and brochures. Grade 4 had an interesting Skype session with Candor International School and had a thoughtful experience in interviewing their PYP coordinator related to their communication unit. For grade 5, we had learners work in different groups for their exhibition unit and created informative websites containing multimedia content for each topic, thereby showcasing their learning. Last but not least, the greatest motivational factor. Our parents gave constructive and remarkable feedback on their kids' progress and learning in ICT, which has been really splendid. Thank you.
Oak Tech Week. This year, our school celebrated the Oak Tech Week from November 28 to December 2nd. We celebrate the Oak Tech Week every year to create awareness and promote the importance of technology among students. This year, the theme for our Oak Tech Week was Diving into Digital World. Mr. Subramaniam Iyer, an elite technologist himself, kicked off the Oak Tech Week celebrations by giving an inspiring talk on technology and its importance to students. Mr. Iyer is an engineer, researcher, and product development professional. Most recently, he was Director of Research and Development at HP, where his team built one of the largest IoT platforms in the world with over 75 million connected devices. Mr. Iyer has been granted 16 US patents and has published over 50 papers in international conferences. Throughout the Oak Tech Week, we had several events, including movie-making contests, app making contests, quiz contests, hour of code, scratch programming contests, enriching guest lectures, and informative workshops for various classes. An innovative robo-soccer contest was also held in the design lab, which the students enjoyed very much. They made their own robot models for the contest. A project exhibition was organized to showcase innovative ideas, technology concepts, and programs created by the students themselves. It was truly amazing to see students come up with different ideas and implement their own projects. Other schools also participated and competed against our students in the events. Students enthusiastically participated and thoroughly enjoyed all the events, which made the OakTech Week a grand success. Last but not least, in a true celebration of technology, the OakTech Week was a platform for the students to experiment, brainstorm, and learn about new age technologies. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Siddharth Vignesh, and I'm from 9 CBSE. I'm honored to present the Teachers' Achievement Report for the year. Teachers' Appreciation Week was celebrated from 31st August to 1st September 2016. Various fun activities and games were conducted for the teachers. The students showed their gratitude and affections for the teachers by singing, dancing, and organizing games. Oakridge International School and its campuses across the country grandly celebrated the glorious completion of the organization's 15 years. Our campus celebrated Oak Retromania 2016 down memory lane on 12th August 2016. There were food stalls, retro accessory stalls, and many interesting retro activities organized for all the employees of the campus. Professional development is one of the top priority of OIS Bengaluru. All the DP teachers have attended subject-specific workshops individually. Apart from these sessions, they have also attended extended essay workshop in the month of September 2016. The main aim of the workshop was on how to manage extended essay and recent changes in EE assessment. Dr. Shakila Naidu took a session on inclusive education and access arrangements for IB, MYP, and diploma program. Inclusive education is about supporting students to learn, contribute, and participate in all aspects in the school life. Teachers' achievements. Ms. Ashu Lamba has successfully completed a course on Career Care Institute of Management Studies and has secured distinction. Ms. Ruchira Banka successfully completed IGCSE Mathematics online certification course. Mr. Atal Kurup successfully cleared NET 2016. Ms. Tamil Ponni has successfully completed the 2 levels of Google Educators certification and has also received certificate for completing an online course on tinkering and its fundamentals. Ms. Archana Srinivasan published an article titled Positive and Negative Roles Model in S.C. Hinton's The Outsiders in the Criterion, an international journal in English. Ms. Riti Sharma and Mr. Atal Kurup received certificate for attending a workshop on differential instructions by CBSE. Ms. Mamta Garg's artwork was taken place in the Prajavani newspaper on the theme 50 Shades of Black and White. An exhibition features 50 artists from Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, including Murlidharan Alagar, Mamta Garg, Soman Patnaik, Nivedita Gowda, and Venu Nadav. Thank you.
True learning is which that is visible and can be celebrated. This year, Oakridgers celebrated their learning by channeling their artistic abilities in the fields of music, visual art, science, and yoga, to name a few. Good evening. I am Anne Edwin.
And I'm Shloka Bhushan from MIP4. The Inter-House Rangoli Diya Decor event conducted to celebrate the festival of Diwali saw enthusiastic participation and incredible talent by PYP students. The young learners of grade 3 gave vibrant song, dance, and mime performances at Art Extravaganza, the PYP activity showcase. The 4th graders dazzled at the Art Extravaganza equally well, giving brilliant cultural performances. Children demonstrated their learning for their parents at the open house event. The parent community was impressed not just by the depth of knowledge their children have acquired, but also by their ability to express their learning.
Learners of grade 4 celebrated World Music Day with great fervor. Their song performances were matched by their teachers, who showed equal enthusiasm in participation. To promote the importance of science and its relevance in our daily lives, World Science Day was celebrated. The event saw huge participation and immense talent, as demonstrated by glorious science exhibits created by our very own students. On June 21st, as the whole nation geared up to celebrate International Yoga Day, Oakridgers showed their agility and physical strength by performing yogic asanas. Each Friday, the whole school comes together upon their arrival at the atrium for the morning assembly. Schoolhouses take this event as an opportunity to spread community messages through performances. Thank you.
A big round of applause for our young Oakridgers. Thank you, children, for that wonderful presentation. To conclude, I now present the big moments of the year 2016-17. It gives us immense pleasure to share with you all that Oakridge Bengaluru campus has been ranked as the #1 international day school in Bengaluru and Karnataka at the recently announced Education World India School Rankings 2016, the most prestigious ranking in the education sector today. The schools are rated on 14 different parameters like academic reputation, faculty competence, sports education, boarding facilities, pastoral care, infrastructure, and more. People Combined being #1 in education and training has been featured in Greatness Diaries of Great Place to Work. It has been listed among the India's top 100 best companies to work for. Oakridge International School Bangalore campus has been successfully awarded with the British Council International School Award for the period 2016-2019. People Combined is ranked as one of the top 10 best companies for women in India 2016 by the Working Women Media USA in partnership with Avatar Group. Apart from ICICI in this elite list, People Combined is the only Indian company to achieve this ranking. Celebrations. Oakridge celebrates the month of Dasera with Dandiya Ras. They dressed in traditional attires during the celebrations and enjoyed the event with great enthusiasm. Children's Day was celebrated at Oakridge, Bangalore with care and effort taken to make it extra special for the little ones. The day started with a potluck breakfast with kids, parents and teachers coming together to enjoy treats together. As the day unraveled, children realized there were more surprises in store for them. PYP Hindi students presented a special Hindi assembly. The assembly was based on the theme of Clean India, Healthy in India, Swachh Bharat. Mother tongue integration was done according to the unit requirement. The learners were also given a free choice to express their understanding or to write a writing genre in their mother tongue language. The Live, Laugh, Love Foundation, a non-profit organization founded by Deepika Padukone with a goal to advise a nationwide agenda for mental health with a particular focus on depression, conducted a session for our students and teachers. The focus of the session was to enhance the healthy development of all individuals by devoting attention to mental health education. We at Oakridge believe that language plays an integral role in exploring and sustaining personal development, cultural identity, and intercultural understanding. Apart from being the major medium of social communication, it is tightly linked to cognitive growth because it is a process by which meaning and knowledge are negotiated and constructed. World Environment Day is also known as the Environment Day, Eco Day, or short form WED. It has been one of the great annual events for many years, which has been celebrated worldwide by the people aiming to protect the unique and life-nurturing nature on every 5th of June. On the occasion of Environment Day, an House slogan writing competition was organized for the CBSE students. Our students enthusiastically took part and came up with very thought-provoking slogans. Students were made aware of the reason of celebrated of Yoga Day on 21st June and that it was initiated by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, in the year 2014. The session by school yoga instructor left all the students mentally relaxed and they felt energetic throughout the day. Oakridge, Bengaluru celebrated Friendship Week with vigor, where our learners believe that a friend is the one who turns all your glooms into happiness. Students debated on portraying oneself positively is important for the success with points in favor and against it. They engaged themselves with a lot of enthusiasm and came up with questions and answers that made us all ponder upon. Inter-House Art Competition 2016-17, celebrating the Friendship Week and Inter-House Art Competition was organized at Oakridge International School for the secondary segment on July 29th, 2016. All the houses participated in great zeal. World Music Day, Inter-House Dance and Music Competition, and Inter-House House Dance and Music Competition was organized to celebrate the World Music Day. Students had taken ownership to choreograph dance singing with music with the help of teachers. Diwali celebration, Oakridge's Bangalore organized the Diwali Rangoli competition for the children recently. The kids came well dressed in traditional attire and made beautiful designs. Activity Showcase, Art Extravaganza. Oakridge conducted in its activity showcase for the young learners to showcase the talent and learnings through performing arts and named it as Art Extravaganza. Karnataka Rajyotsava. Karnataka Rajyotsava was celebrated with great vigor at Oakridge, Bangalore. It began with a prayer followed by a brief introduction on why Karnataka Rajyotsava is celebrated. The PowerPoint presentation showcased the timeless monuments, heritage sites, lush green forest, marvelous wildlife, hill stations, stunning beaches, vibrant culture, great people of past, present, and the diversity in terms of language, food, arts, crafts, and festivals. Children's Day was celebrated during the morning assembly. Students had gala time watching their favorite teachers singing, playing music, and dancing. The Oak Science exhibition was organized to mark the World Science Day. Grade-wise students took part in groups of 2 to 4 depending on the kind of experiment model. The Festival of Giving was hugely celebrated through 2 unique activities. In the first instance, secondary students came together to make sandwiches that were sent to the orphanage. In another instance, grade 10 Oakridgers decided to give a wonderful surprise to the school support staff when they decided to organize a special program to entertain them with some dance, games, and songs. Nearly 20 schools from Bangalore, including Oakridge, participated in the first edition of Sol Kare Vigyan Habba Science Fair. 4th, 10th grade delegates from Oakridge, Bangalore attended the 5th edition of the Cathedral High MUN. Abhinav Krishnan from 10th IGCSE won high commendation for his performance in the continual crisis community. A total number of 26 students from grade 7 and 8 CBSE participated in the 7th national level painting competition, out of which Anvita Pulangari, Trisha Komita, and Anisha Chakravarti were the school level winners. A total number of 29 students from 4th to 6th grade participated in the national level Nazaria painting competition, where the theme was conservation of biodiversity. Oakridge recently made it to the PESIT Amateur Scientist contest at the PES University Bangalore campus. Oakridge Bangalore hosted its first ever Oakridge Junior Model United Nations Conference. The agenda was equitable access to resource with 3 committee: World Health Organization, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organizations, and the United Nations Human Rights. Canadian International MUN. Canadian International School had recently conducted Model United Nations to their campus in Bangalore, and few of our enthusiastic Oakridgers participated and came up with the following awards. Best Delegate, Anjali Agarwal for HRC. Best Delegate, Abhinav Krishnan for ECOSOSC. High Commendation, Suritsa for SC. High Commendation, Anmol CH and Shruti K for WHO. High Commendation, Niranjan Sridhar for FAU. Special mention, Vaishnavi Pandey for HRC. Verbal mention, Rishika Kannan for HRC. Ritika Yadav Gaurang Bharti Samkar Goel and Annav Sarvin for WHO. Gagan T and Harina for FAU. Priyansha Jha, Yash Garoja and Vikram Srinivasan for DISCC. Participants Rajashri Roy, Vedan Jashu, Shrija Gundam, Janavi Chandramoli, Isha SK, Anisha Roy, and Edwin, and Shloka Bhushan participated. Traditionally at Oakridge, we continue to garner the parent partnership to enhance the educational experience of our learners. I would like to send out a thank you note to all our parents who have communicated with us on digital platforms through social media, being with us at our parent-teacher meets, coffee mornings, meetings with the management team, and also through our annual parent satisfaction surveys. Especially the class moms of the primary segment who have really helped in coming up with incredible ideas, plans, and wonderful events for the school. I would also thank everyone for promoting Oakridge International School to your friends, families, and dear ones. Parents who took out time from their busy schedules, inviting our learners to their workplaces to pursue their internship programs, and also those parents who invested their time for guest lectures and being parent volunteers to the field trips need a special mention. Once again, I would like to thank you, each and every one of you, for being here with us this evening. Let's enjoy today's show, Rang Birange. Thank you, and God bless, and wishing you a very happy Founders Day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, students.
You unravel me, a melody. You surround me with the song of deliverance from my enemies. So all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. From my mother's womb, you have chosen me.
the beautiful performance. I take this opportunity to welcome all our honorable guests onto the stage. I request our principal and headmistress to accompany them. Our little ones from grade 1 would like to welcome our guests by presenting them with a token of our appreciation. The special guests are our chairman of the People Combined Group, Mr. Naga Prasad Tumala, our chairman of the People Combined Educational Initiatives and founder visionary, Mr. Shomi Das, our joint managing director, Mr. Mandava Prasanna, our chief operating officer, Mr. Yogesh, our director of infrastructure, Mr. D.V.R.K. Prasad, and last but not least, our chief guest, Miss Annie Matthew. Our little ones from grade 1 would like to welcome our guests by presenting them with a token of our appreciation. Once again, our special guests are our chairman of the People Combined Group, Mr. Naga Prasad Tumala. Our chief guest, Miss Annie Matthew. I would now like to invite Mr. Tumala to please share a few of your thoughts with us. Start.
Good evening, respected chief guest, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, dear parents, students, and our dear teachers. I'm very happy to be with you all on this wonderful evening, on this 5th Founders Day. It gives us so much of joy. Oakridge, Bengaluru is already 5 years old. While the principal has tried to put it in such a long elaboration, but school is doing quite a few things I'm so happy about. Today, children have so many opportunities to learn, so many ways to learn, so many mediums to learn. And you as parents and school, everyone is trying to make children learn. What is important, I feel, it is the inspiration to learn. It is the keenness to learn, curiosity to learn. That's what is more important. That mostly comes from upbringing and the way teachers mold these students. That's where the Oakridge focus is all about. And learning without in a very structured, restricted fashion is being broken, is being opened up so that children enjoy learning. That is the whole focus at Oakridge, and probably you as parents might be experiencing it. And the journey continues, and I am looking forward to much more achievements. All the best.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts with us this evening. Mr. Shomi Das, I request you to share some of your valuable insights on our school vision with us today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our chief guest, Ms. Annie Matthew, members of the management committee, Mr. Principal, Mrs. Headmistress, and all of you who are here tonight. First of all, let me congratulate. I don't think the mic wants me to speak, but I think we've spoken enough actually already. So I have to say a few words to earn my living. Ladies and gentlemen, the school actually, when we went around I went around the exhibition, I hope you did, shows the kind of confidence the children have in their learning and what they actually learn. It's really remarkable. And as you saw, at no point have we ever emphasized on their marks, what marks they get. The Prime Minister said the other day, the times are a-changing. I think that was said by Bob Dylan earlier. And they are indeed changing. And he also said that he'd have a cashless society. I would like to say that let's have a markless society. A society where we don't judge children by one single mark that they get at the end of an examination. It says very little about them, and it certainly gives them no depth of education and learning. Here at Oakridge and all our Oakridge schools, this is the one important aspect of our learning that we tend to emphasize. The fact that we put marks aside and go ahead with actual true learning. And although there was a very lengthy exposition of what the school has done, if you really looked at it, you would see the wide variety of activities, the wide variety of events that the school takes part in order to put them outside the classroom. You know, I was taught, and I think many of you were, by putting children confined inside a classroom. And we were kept there for hours on end, listening to teachers. Today, the times, as I said, were changing. And we really need to put children outside the classroom and make them learn from what's going on outside. And that's one of the great philosophies of Oakridge schools. I hope, ladies and gentlemen, that you don't object to this and that you encourage us more and more to carry on with this kind of work where children learn not by just sitting inside a classroom listening to a teacher, but from what they learn from outside. You have been very broad-minded parents, because in some schools we've had enormous criticism of the fact that we don't give marks to our children. But I find that all of you here are certainly much more objective, you look ahead, you're much more futuristic. And I do congratulate you for allowing your children to learn in this free manner that we have in Oakridge. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Thank you for coming. I would have said more, but I won't tonight. And hopefully we can soon see the children performing, very soon indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It is indeed an honor to have you here with us today.
It is a great honor to have with us this evening our chief guest, Ms. Annie Matthew. I request Ms. Annie Matthew to address the gathering.
Thank you. Good evening. It's a real pleasure and honor to be with you today. Thanks to all the eminent people sitting here for giving me the opportunity to spend a few minutes with you. I get the message from Mr. Shomik and from you that I'm standing between entertainment and all the lengthy speeches, so I'll keep it short as well. I was really inspired to see in the principal's presentations the focus on some things that I never learned at school. Compassion, reading in poems, a day spent on that, many days through the term. ICT in the school, most of the schools are doing that today. Then again, the focus on mother tongue. And all this becomes very crucial in the years going forward. So let's take a quick look at what lies ahead for our young children today. Khalil Gibran said, "Tomorrow is today's dream." Well, let's dream for a minute. Flying cars, driverless cars, talking buildings, fridge which knows when the milk is over, can order itself and get the milk back into the fridge. Classrooms which have virtual reality, augmented reality. There are no offices anymore because now you can sit at home and feel you are in an office with all the virtual reality that's coming up. With driverless cars, what do you think will happen? We don't need to own a car anymore, probably 20 years from now, or maybe even 10 years from now. 10 years from now in the US maybe, but India may take longer. But imagine the days when you don't need a car, you don't need to go to office. With the fast advancements in machine learning and artificial intelligence, chatbots, robots, think about it. There's a huge amount of stuff that we do today, which are really repetitive tasks, chores really, which would rather not do, should be taken away by this technology. And where does that leave us? So two things could happen. One is that we get a lot more time to get creative, or in effect, we have to be more creative and bring in the humanness above what a robot could do if we really need to have jobs. So that's one aspect. On the other hand, if all these repetitive tasks and chores go away, imagine a life where you have a lot of time for learning, a lot of time for entertainment, right? One economist said, perhaps in a few years, economists will look back and say, this was a generation which was the most prosperous and yet spent the least time on entertaining themselves. For all you know, many of the parents here might resonate with this. We spend a lot of our working hours in the office. We are working and taking more work when we really don't need to. Probably we need to step back and relax, spend more time with the children, get entertained more. And all that will really become a reality with our kids. And that's what I'm hoping. Because this is no longer a dream. It's kind of starting to happen. I can see banks and service companies, theaters, Uber, all of them trying to get chatbots to kind of really do a lot of the booking and stuff that you would do. So that's the world we are going into. So what is it that the children of today really need to learn? And we were discussing it earlier on inside. And I think the thing that students need to really learn is the art of learning. Learning to learn. Because this is a lifelong activity. Everything is going to change at a very fast pace, and the world we live, how we talk and communicate changes. So how do we rise above that and create stuff that is really worth living for? And for that, one would need to be a lifelong learner, if you will. And the ways you learn are changing by the day. Today, we don't learn so much just from internet. We go into communities. So if you look at Bangalore, there would be at least 700 active communities where you can learn whatever you want to do. 700 might be a small number. There must be much more. On the tech side itself, we have 400 or 500 communities which can learn big data, IoT, whatever it is. So a lot of the learning is now happening within communities. So children, while you are here at school, focus on the process of learning and the newer ways of learning. Learning within communities, learning from access to internet or the libraries which are now digital, and so on and so forth, learning cross-border, etc. The other thing that I saw in the principal's presentation, I was quite impressed with, is be a true citizen. And I could see how you are, Oakridge, is trying to combine learning about Parliament with the elections you do here today. And this is going to be crucial in the future because on one hand, as technology evolves and the way we live and work changes, there will probably be lesser jobs at the lower layer of lower skilled jobs as we see it today. Now, what that means is there could be a time where there is the complex decisions to be made, existential decisions around, so what do we do if there are not enough jobs to go around? So it is your decisions that will matter, and there needs to be human intervention when these choices are made. So students, please go ahead and make sure you become a true citizen, participate in politics if you can, go out there, vote, make your voices heard, and be participative in the growth of our nation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for an inspiring speech. May I request our school director, Mr. Neerav Raval, to present our token of appreciation to Miss Annie Matthew.
I now request our headmistress, Ms. Bonnie Rao, to present the vote of thanks.
Dear Shomi sir, our beloved members of the management, special guests for the day, parents, colleagues, and my dear students, wish you all a very happy time with us this evening. Founders' Days are the fine prints of fabulous emotion of the school family. A very warm welcome and our sincere thanks for joining us on this special day. It's lovely to see the aura of celebration and happiness around. Thank you, one and all. There have been many people involved in making this day possible. And from the bottom of my heart, I express my gratitude to one and all. Thank you, my dear children. Thank you, my dear teachers. Thank you, esteemed guests on the stage. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Just because the vote of thanks has been given doesn't mean the show is over. In fact, it has just begun.
I would like all the distinguished guests to join the audience and enjoy the cultural show. Thank you.
So much money on this.
It was a small amount anyways.
I've already started packing.
You know what? 1 minute. Yeah, they're gonna announce the radio, like the winners on the radio before they actually send a telegram or something. Tanvi, channel number 6.
Strap yourself in because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Here is your host.
Hello, Bangalore. I am Harina Bajaj.
And I am Anvita Reddy.
And you are listening to Radio Orange 99.9. Color to your life and tan to your ears.
We have an amazing lineup for you today. And what better way than to start with a song that celebrates culture diversity. Revelation Song was written by Jenny Lee Riddle. The song first gained exposure on US radio, which was glorious and subsequently included on Carrie Jobe's self-titled album.
It was later released by Phillips, Craig, and Dean as their first single off, known as Fearless. This version is a global version in which the song is sung in 10 different languages. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the song.
And don't forget, the winners for the trip around the world will be announced soon. You are listening to Radio Orange 99.9. Color to your life and tang to your ears.
songs Khojavaktanam.
Yeah, that's just too soothing.
Okay, the radio winners are about to be announced.
Yes, I just forgot about it. Channel number 6 again.
Siddharth, it's not switching on.
Increase the volume, Tanvi.
Nope, got nothing.
You change the frequency with that. That one.
No, I still hear nothing.
Oh, good.
Life and tang to your ears. And what you were listening to was a Revelation song.
Wasn't it amazing how so many languages come together can show us the connection between different cultures?
And no matter where you are, if you're in your car, on the way to your office, or at home just doing the dishes, this song really deserves a round of applause.
And for some of our listeners who are unaware, Radio Orange, as awesome as we are, has decided to give out free tickets for a trip around the world to 2 lucky people. But it isn't easy to win this. The competition started a week ago, and it looks like it's time to announce the winners.
And the winners are...
Tanvi and Yatharth!
Yes! Yes! We won! We won the trip! Yes! Oh my god! Okay, first of all, I need to start packing. What am I saying? Then I need to cancel my meetings and
Which reminds me, I need to cancel my Kannada folk dance classes.
Kannada folk dance classes? You go for Kannada folk dance classes? Since when?
Since like 2 or 3 months ago. Get with the times, Yatarth.
So wouldn't your teacher be angry with you because you're gonna miss a lot of classes?
No, we've been practicing really hard for a few months and we've already done Kolata, so I don't think so.
Kolata. Wait, what's Kolata?
Well, it's this kind of a stick dance where they bang sticks together to make rhythms and then women dance to the beats of the stick.
Well, I get what you're saying, but I still can't picture it. How sticks.
Oh my god, I'm just going to show you.
घल्लू घल्लेनु दाव ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ घल्लू घल्लेनु दाव ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ घल्लू घल्लेनु दाव ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ
ಏನ್ ಚಂದಾನೆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಘಲ್ಲು ಘಲ್ಲೆನು ತಾವ್ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಏನ್ ಚಂದಾನೆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಘಲ್ಲು ಘಲ್ಲೆನು ತಾವ್ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಜಾನಪದ ಪದ ಕೇಳಣ್ಣ
ಬೆಳ್ಳಿ ಮೂಡಿತೋ ಕೋಳಿ ಕೂಗಿತೋ ಬಾನಿಗೇರಿತೋ ರಂಗು ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಹೈದರ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿದೆ ಯಾರಿಗೇನಿದೆ ಹಂಗು
घल्लू घल्लेनु ताव दोस्ती घल्लू घल्लेनु ताव मस्ती कुस्तीಯಲ್ಲಿ दोस्ती घल्लू घल्लेनु ताव
ಏನ್ ಚಂದಾನೆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಘಲ್ಲು ಘಲ್ಲೆನು ತಾವ್ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಏನ್ ಚಂದಾನೆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಘಲ್ಲು ಘಲ್ಲೆನು ತಾವ್ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ
घल्लू घल्लेनु ताव ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ घल्लू ತಾ ಜಣುತಾ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ घल्लू ತಾ ಜಣುತಾ ಬಲ್ಲಿದ ರಂಗನ್ ಬಲ್ಲಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದರೋ ಕುಳಿನೋ ನಂಬಲ್ಲಿದ ರಂಗನ್ ಬಲ್ಲಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದರೋ ಕುಳಿನೋ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದರು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯ ಬಾಣ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಮ್ಯಾಲೆ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದರು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯ ಬಾಣ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಮ್ಯಾಲೆ ಅಂದಾದ ಚಂದಾನ ಮೈಕಾರ ಮಾದೇವಿ ಅಂದಾದ ಚಂದಾನ ಮೈಕಾರ ಮಾದೇವಿ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದರು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದರು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯ
ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದರು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯ ಬಾಣ ಸೂರ್ಯನಿ ಮ್ಯಾಲೆ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದರು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯ ಬಾಣ ಸೂರ್ಯನಿ ಮ್ಯಾಲೆ ಅಂದಾನ ಚಂದಾನ ಮೈಕಾರ ಮಾದೇವಿ ಅಂದಾನ ಚಂದಾನ ಮೈಕಾರ ಮಾದೇವಿ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದರು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದರು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿದರು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯ
keys?
Here.
Oh, yeah. You need them. Let's go. Traffic again.
Talk about Bangalore traffic. We're never gonna make it in time.
I know. It's gone from bad to worse. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
I hear drums.
Drums?
Yeah. And I hear, you know, those things which make noise. While you're doing Bharatnatyam, you do...
Oh, look, over there.
What's going on?
It's a dance.
Let's go check it out.
We can't get out of the car, but look. That's Lambadi.
What's Lambadi?
Well, it's a folk dance from Andhra Pradesh. It's a celebratory dance.
So why do they dance on this day?
Well, today is December 15th, right?
Yeah.
Today is Dhanu Sankranti. Dhanu Sankranti is the beginning of a new sun sign, Sagittarius.
Sagittarius?
You know what Sagittarius is, right?
Yeah, I am Sagittarius. Wow.
Wow.
ಜನಕು ಜನಂ ಪೇರಿ ಮಾರನ ಕೂದಿರೆ ಸೋನೆರ ಮರಲಲ್ಲಿರೆ ಜನಕರಿ ಜನಕು ಜನಂ ಪೇರಿ ಮಾರನ ಕೂದಿರೆ ಸೋನೆರ ಮರಲಲ್ಲಿರೆ ಸುರಲೇರೋ ಡಬಡ ಮಾರನ ಸೋಲನ ಮನ ಕೇರಿರೆ ಡೆಡ್ಡನ ಕುಂಡಗಾಚಾರಿ ಡೆಡ್ಡನ ಕುಂಡನ ಕುಡಮ ಧಾಳು ಪೈಟ ವಾಳಿರೆ ಸೀಲಿ ಮಾನ ಜಾರಿ ಜನಕರಿ ಜನಕು ಜನಂ ಪೇರಿ ಮರನ ಕೂದಿರೆ ಸೋನೆರ ಮರಲಲ್ಲಿರೆ ढिलो ढीलो ढिलो ढीलो ढिलो ढीलो ढिलो ढीलो चाले ने कड़ है लारी रे कुंवर मरलल्ली रे ढिलो ढीलो चाले ने कड़ है लारी रे कुंवर मरलल्ली रे कड़े भलो तले माई कड़े भलो तले माई कड़े भलो तले माई कड़े भलो तले माई तले महर ग्वार सारी काई भली चाली रे घूगर भन मेली रे तले मार ग्वार सारी काई भली चाली रे ధాళు పైట వాలిరే సీలి మాయ జారిరే జజ్జన కరి జనకు జనం పేరి మహరణ కూదిరే సోనెర మరలల్లిరే ధాళు పైట వాలిరే సీలి మాన జారిరే జజ్జన కరి జనకు జనం పేరి మరణ కూదిరే సోనెర మరలల్లిరే సోనెర లల్లిరే పేరి మరణ కూదిరే డెడ్డన కుండగా చోరి డెడ్డన కుండన కుడమ ధాళు పైట వాలిరే సీలి మాన జారిరే జజ్జన కరి జనకు జనం పేరి మరణ కూదిరే సోనెర మరలల్లిరే జజ్జన కరి జనకు జనం పేరి మరణ కూదిరే సోనెర మరలల్లిరే
Tanvi, we forgot something.
What did we forget now?
A pen.
Why do we need a pen?
For the immigration.
They gave us a pen over there.
Oh yeah. Tanvi, sugar. We forgot sugar.
What?
Yeah, on the flight, the tea they serve, it's too bland.
You can ask them for sugar.
No, but we have to.
Oh my God.
With the tickets. Oh, wait.
Namaskaram. Welcome to our cultural place, where we are celebrating the classical dance called Bharatnatyam.
Bharatnatyam? Really? Wow. What is Bharatnatyam?
Bharatnatyam is an ancient traditional dance that is steeped with divinity. It is a dance that reflects India's culture at its best. It originated 5,000 years ago. It comprises several arts such as theatre, poetry, dance, sculpture, and stuff like that.
Young girls were dedicated to the temples at the early age of 8 years.
Oh my God.
Wow.
8 years old.
It's tiny.
I can't even imagine being 8 years old.
Go to the temple and.
That was such a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, is this what we're going to be witnessing today?
Yes.
Thank you.